Hello guys, welcome to Top Wisdom. Today we're going to talk about the poem Reapers in a Mieliefield. It's Reapers in a Mieliefield. The poem is by Mbuyiseni, Oswald, Mtshali. So, as usual, I'm going to start with the words that are very challenging to the learners. It's going to start with the words that are very challenging. The poem is not really that long, but this one is a little bit long. But I'm going to make it as short as possible and as understanding as possible. I'm going to make sure that by the end of this video you understand what the poem is about and everything you need to know about the poem, which is very important for the grade 10s. To people who are studying in grade 10, they must understand these important things that I'm about to explain. So listen carefully. So these are the words that are challenging. So as you know that we start with by saying glossary. So these are the following words: furrowed, deeply wrinkled, that's an explanation; sheath, casings; tanker, truck used to transport goods; brine, salty water; maheu, which this one we all know maheu, which is a mealie meal gruel, slightly fermented and drunk cold; slacked, slaked, quenched, kraals, enclosures or village. A kraals is an enclosure or village. We must see when we live at emakhaya. We call that in Zulu emakhaya. Those places there mostly are found in KZN, the villages. So I'm done with explaining glossary. So now I'm going to explain about the poet, which is very short. A South African poet and teacher. He was born in 1940. His poetry deals mostly with the devastating effects of life under apartheid. That's about the poet. It's very straightforward that this teacher was born in 1940 and his poetry, most of his poetry deals with the devastating effects of life under apartheid, which was very hard for black people, obviously. About the poem. Now I'm going to explain one of the most important factors about the poem. I'm going to explain about the poem, so it's important that you guys listen very carefully here about the poem, because I'm going straight to the point. I'm going to say the things that you need to know before writing an exam or a test. I'm going to say the most important things. I'm not going to explain a long thing that is unnecessary. I'm going to say straight things that are very important. The poem is written in free verse. There is no rhythm or rhyme. The enjambment lines allowed for a free flow of ideas as the difficult working conditions of the laborers are described. The 5 stanzas are rich with sound devices and many similes and metaphors. Analysis. I'm going to explain the analysis now. You see, about the poet, it's very short because I've explained one of the most important things here. One of the most important things? I think when you read the poem here, it's very straightforward. Even the topic says it for itself. Reapers in a Mieliefield. It says it for itself. So when you don't understand the poet here, the poem is, I definitely don't understand how your mind works anyway. So I'm going to explain the analysis. Mtshali points out the harsh conditions under which many laborers work, which we know that when you work in a farm, the sun is always hot most of the time. You work there and it's hot. It's tough. He records the suffering of the workers as he invokes the tedium, sweat, and exhaustion of this kind of manual labor. These are the important factors that you need to know before writing the poem which is Reapers in a Mieliefield, before answering the questions. So the questions you might expect are those, maybe for example, you might expect questions like, what are the laborers doing? What are the equipment do they have? Describe the weather conditions. What do they drink when they are thirsty? Things like that. As you can find all of these things in the poem. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. And there are a lot of poets here that you can find, which are grade 10 poets and grade 11 poets and grade 12 poets. Here you can find them here. So don't forget to subscribe and like the video and share the video. Peace.